Freud's name is inseparable from the early days of psychology. While he is often celebrated for his revolutionary ideas, he is also critiqued for the speculative nature of his theories. Yet, his influence is undeniable, even in areas that seem far removed from traditional psychoanalysis, like attachment theory. When John Bowlby introduced attachment theory, it marked a distinct shift toward a scientific and research-based understanding of early relationships. Bowlby himself distanced his work from Freud's psychoanalysis, criticizing its lack of empirical grounding. However, many of Freud's core ideas, such as the importance of early childhood experiences, the mother's central role, and the unconscious impact of these formative years, can be found in the foundation of attachment research. In this video, we'll explore how Freudian concepts shaped the early study of attachment, what Bowlby and his contemporaries borrowed from psychoanalysis, and what aspects of Freud's legacy persist in modern attachment science. Freud's most enduring contribution to psychology was his focus on the significance of early childhood. In his theory of psychosexual development, Freud posited that the relationships a child forms in their earliest years, particularly with their mother, leave an indelible mark on their psyche. For Freud, the mother was not just a caregiver, but the child's first and most critical love object, forming the template for all future relationships. Bowlby was undoubtedly influenced by these ideas, particularly Freud's emphasis on the long-term impact of early bonds. However, Bowlby diverged sharply from Freud in how he approached these relationships. Where Freud theorized about internal drives and unconscious conflicts, Bowlby turned to empirical research. He argued that attachment behaviors, such as crying or clinging, are evolutionary strategies designed to ensure survival. While Freud saw these behaviors as rooted in the child's libidinal energy, Bowlby reframed them as biologically adaptive responses to the need for safety and proximity. One of Freud's most famous contributions was the concept of the unconscious, a realm of the mind that influences our behavior without our awareness. While Bowlby did not adopt Freud's interpretation of the unconscious as a repository of repressed desires and conflicts, he introduced the idea of internal working models. Internal working models are the mental blueprints we developed based on our early caregiving experiences. They shape how we view ourselves, others, and relationships, often operating below the level of conscious thought. For example, a child who experiences consistent care may unconsciously expect others to be reliable and trustworthy, while a child who experiences neglect might expect rejection or unpredictability. In this sense, Bowlby's concept of internal working models aligns with Freud's idea of unconscious patterns influencing behavior. Both acknowledge that early experiences leave a lasting imprint, even if Bowlby's approach is grounded in observable behavior rather than repressed emotions. Freud's work on mourning and melancholia provides another point of connection between psychoanalysis and attachment theory. Freud explored how individuals cope with the loss of a loved one, describing the internal struggle to detach from the lost person and reinvest emotional energy elsewhere. Bowlby extended these ideas through his research on separation and loss, particularly in children. His studies of hospitalized and evacuated children during World War II showed how separation from caregivers triggers profound distress. Bowlby identified 3 stages of response to separation: protest, despair, and detachment. While Freud focused on internal emotional conflicts, Bowlby examined observable behaviors, providing a more tangible framework for understanding the effects of loss. Despite their differences, both Freud and Bowlby recognized that unresolved separation experiences could lead to long-term emotional difficulties. Modern attachment research continues to explore how early losses influence adult relationships and mental health, drawing from both psychoanalytic and attachment frameworks. While Freud's contributions to attachment research are significant, his theories also faced criticism for their lack of empirical evidence and overemphasis on sexuality. Bowlby's work corrected many of these limitations by grounding attachment theory in scientific observation and cross-disciplinary research. For instance, Freud's Oedipus complex, the idea that young children experience unconscious sexual desires for their opposite-sex parent, has largely been discredited. Attachment theory replaced this with a more straightforward explanation. Children seek proximity and comfort from caregivers because it is essential for their survival and emotional security. Bowlby also rejected Freud's deterministic view of childhood, which suggested that early experiences irreversibly shape the adult psyche. While Bowlby acknowledged the importance of early relationships, he emphasized the potential for repair and resilience, highlighting the role of later experiences in shaping attachment patterns. Today, Freud's influence can still be felt in the language and concepts of attachment research, even if his theories have been reinterpreted or revised. Concepts like separation anxiety, unconscious expectations, and the emotional impact of early caregiving remain central to both fields. Modern attachment-based therapies often draw on psychoanalytic principles, exploring how unresolved childhood experiences manifest in adult relationships. Therapists help clients uncover unconscious patterns and work toward building healthier attachment styles, a process that reflects Freud's belief in the transformative power of insight, paired with Bowlby's emphasis on the importance of secure relationships. Freud and Bowlby approached the study of human relationships from different perspectives, yet their work shares a common goal: to understand how our earliest experiences shape who we are. While Bowlby's attachment theory moved psychology toward a more scientific and observable framework, Freud's focus on the unconscious continues to inform how we think about the deeper layers of the mind. If you're interested in exploring these intersections further, my book, The Scientific Basis of Attachment Theory, a comprehensive exploration, delves into how Freud's ideas influenced attachment research and what modern science has discovered since. You can find it on Amazon by searching my name, Sacha. I've also included the link in the video description for your convenience. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Freud's legacy is still relevant today? Until next time, take care and remember, understanding our past helps us shape a more secure future.